Welcome to the After Hours Experience Extra. I am speaking to my longtime close personal friend Patrick Shea. He and his father Bill are the only people on the planet that are private citizens that own an actual screen-used DeLorean from Back to the Future. But that's not all. Is that right, Patrick?
That is correct, sir.
We're bringing back the future, part 2 of our discussion on the restoration of Marty McFly's Toyota pickup truck.
That's right. It is coming along very nicely. You'll be happy to hear.
I'm always happy to hear about that. In fact, I was one of the first people to know that you actually had it.
Yes, you were privy to that confident information. That's right.
Now, we haven't spoke about the truck restoration on our broadcast here since last late summer, early fall of last year of 2013. So can you give us the 411 on what's going on with the restoration?
I would be more than happy to. So, yes, as of our last interview, the truck was in the stages of being stripped down and prepared for body work and prepared for the mechanical restoration. At this point now, the truck is being reassembled, so that's a very, very good thing. We've got all of the mechanical restoration sorted and basically complete, and we're in the process now of making it pretty again by applying some lovely shiny gloss black paint.
Unbelievable. Now, what actually was still intact and real that we saw on the screen in Back to the Future 2 in 1989?
Yeah, hey, that's a good question. The truck itself had all the original body panels. It had the original bumpers, 2 bumpers front and back, which are a Smitty-built brand. It had the original roll bar, which is in the bed. That is also Smitty-built. It had the original KC daylighter lights on the top of the roll bar in the bed. The complete drivetrain was the original to the truck that you would have seen on screen. The mirrors, a lot of the quote-unquote bright work, some of your chrome and things like that, were all original. So visually, the exterior is very, very original. Things that we had to do that not only needed restoration, but were actually changed out on the truck by subsequent owners were the seats, the door panels, the carpeting, things like that had to be changed. But we were very, very fortunate to be able to source original and in some cases OEM parts for the truck. So it'll be just like it was back in, of course, when it was built in 1985, and then, of course, that you would have seen on film in 1989.
Are you going to get the replica license plate?
Yes, we are, absolutely. Your license plate will be a replica of the, now on our truck, if you remember correctly, you guys are really sharp, Part 2 and Part 3, which is the truck that the films that our truck was used in, there was only a rear license plate. There are subtle differences between the truck that was used in Part 1 and the truck in our truck that was used in Part 2 and 3. One of them being the fact that the truck in Part 1 had a front license plate. Our truck does not have a front license plate, only a rear license plate. Other visual differences were the bed tailgate has Toyota written across it on the Part 1 truck. On the Part 2 and 3 truck, there is no Toyota trim on the tailgate.
Unbelievable. Now, it's been about 7 months since we've talked about this. Have you actually got in the truck, even though it's in pieces, and sat there and pretended to be Marty McFly?
On more than one occasion, yes. A matter of fact, if you check our Facebook page, which we've actually dedicated to the truck restoration, that is Facebook Marty's Truck Restoration. Very, very simple, very, very easy to remember. If you care to go there, there's many pictures of the restoration process, including some of us doing exactly that.
Unbelievable. Now, did your dad play Jennifer?
No, I played Jennifer. Actually, Yeah, no. He is the money man. He is the one backing the project, so he gets first dibs at being who he wants to be. And he picked Marty for, I don't know what reason.
Now, confirm or deny, you must have a Gray Sports Almanac to afford all of these treasures.
I can confirm that, yes.
Unbelievable. Now, of course, you are the private owner of the original Back to the Future 3 screen-used car. What is that, the Desert car?
That is the Desert Car, TC. That is correct. The Desert Car was used in many scenes in Part 3, including the drive-in movie scene and the subsequent chase by the Indians and other scenes as well. But the two big parts that it had were those two that I just mentioned.
Now, we're coming up on the 30th anniversary. We're just about a year and a half away from the big event. Are any rumblings about you guys going out to California with all your toys?
Yeah, we're certainly hoping to make that happen, and that's still a work in progress at this point, but we're hoping that we can get either the Part 3 car or the truck, maybe even both, you never know, out to California for October of 2015 for the week-long celebration called We're Going Back. This is the 30th anniversary of the release of the movie back in, of course, 1985.
Unbelievable. Now, going back 30 years, did you ever think that you'd actually walk out to your garage and actually see screen-used Back to the Future vehicles?
Not in my wildest dreams, dude. I certainly would have dreamed about it, most definitely. But the fact of the matter is, I would have never in a million years thought this would have happened. It's a dream come true.
Now, the last time we talked, you said the ultimate piece of Back to the Future memorabilia you were looking down was Doc Brown's brainwave analyzer. Have you been able to track that one down, Patrick?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, that has been an elusive beast. We have been searching high and low. We have people that we know that are actually relic hunters and have been looking for it as well. We thought maybe we had found it, but it turned out it was a replica, unfortunately. So no such luck, man.
What's your website again?
Yeah, sure. You can go to our website, which is dedicated to our DeLoreans, and it will be dedicated to the truck once the truck is complete, and that is 88MPHTIMEMACHINE.com. You can find our schedule and our updates on that webpage.
Unbelievable. Now, one final question. The last time we spoke, I told you what the ultimate piece of Back to the Future memorabilia I wanted, and you said you were going to try to find it. And that was where the Leah Thompson fake boobs from Back to the Future Part 2 that she gave to Arsenio Hall. Any updates on that?
I'm still looking. I put a call into Arsenio. He's kind of busy with his latest ramblings on his show. And Leah, I tried calling her a couple times. I left a few messages. She doesn't seem too interested in telling us all about her fake boobs, unfortunately.
Nothing, huh?
Nope, I'm trying, man. You and I, we've been pals for a long time, and I'd do anything for you, and I've been trying like crazy to find them.
Well, you are a true pal, and anytime I need my Back to the Future fix, I get not my time machine, but I drive up to the Back to the Future barn and just hang around and just absorb the space-time continuum.
And you're welcome anytime, my friend.
Unbelievable. And we're going to have an update in a few months when you're relatively close to debut the finished product. What's that day going to be like for you?
Oh, man, it's going to be just a dream come true. We are really, really, really looking forward to that day. The truck, I've driven it, of course, when we first got it, but to drive it in its, restored configuration, oh, boy, I can't wait.
Are you going to try to find a Rolls Royce and just duck hitting it?
I'm going to go backwards around it, yes, yeah.
What about that? Are you going to try to find that Rolls Royce?
Wow, I've never even considered looking for that. I wonder if that's something that's out there. Maybe some of your friends could help us out.
If you're listening to this podcast out there and you know who actually owned the Rolls Royce that Marty McFly almost hit at the end of Back to the Future 3, contact my good friend Patrick Shea at 88MPHTimemachine.com.
That'd be great, TC.
Unbelievable. And guess what, Patrick? We will see you in the future.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to it.